Okay, here at BGG Con with Mark from Kolossal Games, and he's going to be showing us Kami-sama.
So in Kami-sama, Kami-sama is a game for 2 to 4 players, playing about 45 minutes. It's a mix of area control, some set collection, a little bit of card drafting, and some action point selection. So a lot going on in the game, but it's pretty light. In Kami-sama, you're going to take on the role of a kami, or a Japanese spirit. Now in Japanese society, there's spirits. There are multiple river spirits, multiple forest spirits. It's not just one deity to match that item. So you're going to take on the role of one of these kami, and you're going to be working to spread your influence across 4 Japanese villages that are at the base of a mountain. So you've got a fishing village, we've got a farming village, a wealthy village, and a holy village. And the way the game works is, if I'm playing as this character over here, at the first round I'm going to have 3 action points, and I'm going to be able to assign those action points to my basic action of adding or removing a shrine. So I take one of my shrines, and I literally pop it into the board, and it stays there until someone else removes it. I can also use that same add action to also remove a shrine, and that can be one of my opponent's shrines as well. But as I'm playing, I'm only playing in this particular village that's facing me, unless I have one of my character abilities that lets me play out of the village and play in a different village. And all of the abilities of the kami are exclusive to that character. So the abilities that I have on my card, no one else will be able to do. After I've taken my turn and the other 3 players have each gone, the board actually rotates a quarter turn, and now I'm playing in this village, while the player to my left is now messing with the shrines I just placed down. The board is going to rotate a total of 4 times per round, so it's going to come all the way around until these advent tokens that you see on the board match up with one another. So it's going to rotate around, and I flung it off the board, but once these advent tokens match up, that signifies that we've gone 4 times around. We then take a look at all of the shrines that have been placed on the board in each village, and we determine who has the longest chain. So if I throw these shrines in here, let's throw a few of them on here for example purposes. We're going to look to see who has the longest consecutive chain of shrines. And so in this case, there's a tie. Both of them have a chain of 3, but the red player is in the temple, so the red player gets to break the tie. What we're going to do at that point is we're going to take for the blue village, we're going to take a number of cards equal to the number of players off the blue villager deck. So in this case, we're going to take 4 cards off that deck. And the red player is going to get first choice over the villagers. So which of these villagers he or she would like to claim. Each of these villagers has a different claim ability that takes effect as soon as you claim that villager. So if I were to claim this poet, for example, I would gain 2 nature on my nature track, which is on my player card. It's one way I can score victory points. And that villager is also worth 2 points at the end of the game. As I'm placing shrines on the board, when I place in fields, I go up in the favor track, 2 favor. If I place in forest areas, I go up 2 on the nature track. Once we've handed out villagers for all 4 villages, I'm going to get victory points based on the lower of my 2 tracks. So it's very important that while I'm gaining the favor of the villages, or the villagers, I'm also maintaining my connection to nature. So I'm striking a harmonious balance there. The game's going to play through 3 rounds, so that what I just described, going through doing the villagers and scoring your tracks, you're going to reset your favor nature tracks and play through 2 more rounds. There's some in-game scoring with your villagers and some set collection with these village tokens that you can earn by placing your shrines in certain patterns on the board. Every village token you have is worth 1 point at the end of the game. If you ever have a set of all 4 village tokens, you can immediately cash them in for 6 points. So a little bit of set collection. High point wins, they become the Kami-sama, or the chief deity of the land. And this will be coming to Kickstarter February 20th.
What is the track in the center of the cards?
Yes, this track up here, this is our victory point track up here, very much prototype. In the final game will be a little bit larger, but essentially it's a snaking track, a snaking path. So if the blue player scores, let's say they cash in 4 of their villager tokens, and they get 6 points, and then they get 6 on their track. They're basically going to climb the score track. So it's literally our scorekeeper.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.